Okay, if you're Jalen Williams, you never guard like this with your back to the ball. You got to be seeing the ball and your man at all times. That means your back's got to be to the baseline. So the problem also, now that your back is not to the baseline, is look at this. This player's going to create space. So he sets a screen. This player is expecting you to switch, but you're not ready to switch because of how you were guarding away from the ball. What is Jalen Williams doing? Like what? This ball screen, you're not going to be in backside help on this ball screen. So why are you not up here? What is going on with Jalen Williams? Okay, so Jalen Williams should be up here in a defensive stance with his feet set. It is insane that, well, first of all, your feet aren't set, so that's insane. But it's also insane that you have to go under this handoff. You're not even close to being able to guard. If you're Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you got to have more urgency. You got to get out to the corner here. I don't know why you're standing in the paint. Your feet aren't set. This is a disaster. What are you doing? Why are you taking so long? Look at this. So now this handoff comes, and you can't defend it. Okay, so if Isaiah Joe is coming to double, and this is not much of a double, but he left all the way the weak side corner. So when this ball gets thrown here, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander rotates here. You're not going to be able to get to the corner. As this pass is getting made here, Muscala's got to rotate to the corner. You go here. But you can see Isaiah Joe is going to be the one to try to get to the corner, and as we said, that's not happening. All right, so it's a bad switch. When you're switching onto the screener, you must get underneath the screener. If you switch over the top of the screener, well, yes, this happens. Okay, the Thunder are a mess defensively. I don't know what any of these Thunder players are doing, except, I guess, for the one guarding the ball. So you're not going to be able to get out to Cole Anthony here. Stop. So when this pass is getting made, like, Luguentz Dort has got to rotate to the ball, like, now. Okay? Because if Luguentz Dort is here in a defensive stance with his feet set, okay, play it out. All right, he's not. But if he is, I can stunt. I don't have to move my feet. I'm in a defensive stance. I'll be able to recover. But I got to help on Cole Anthony. If you help at the rim, no. What is Luguentz Dort doing? Why is he not in a defensive stance? Why are his feet not set? Why is he not closer to his man? What just happened here? Okay, you cannot backpedal in transition ever. You got to sprint back. You got to get your feet set in a defensive stance. If all you're doing is backpedaling, you're just going to be backpedaling and backpedaling and backpedaling and backpedaling some more. You can't do this if you're Luguentz Dort. You cannot lean towards this screen. Look at Luguentz Dort leaning towards the screen there. You're going to get beat the other way. You just cannot backpedal in transition. You got to sprint back. You got to get in a defensive stance. Look at this. What is Kenrich Williams do? You're guarding Paolo Banchero. You have no chance. Okay, so Luguentz Dort obviously cannot guard one-on-one like this. I mean, look, you're literally giving up this angle here. So you can't let him come back this way. You've got to play on his side. You can back off him a hair, all right? Just play on his side. Make sure he has to come here, and then you switch, which is what you try to do. But look at this. You're crowding him. You're not playing on his side. So now, look, now this space gets created. So now you're late to switch because you just fell into that screen, and you can't guard Cole Anthony. So the Thunder just defended this down screen out of a sideline out of bounds atrociously. Like, atrociously. Now, the fact that Mike Muscala just saw the ball is not great, but, okay, you got to sprint over here. Like, this player's not going to be able to guard. You didn't defend the down screen. So this player's got to come over here. This player's got to rotate down. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's got to rotate down. That's it. You're going to have to double at the rim, and you can't be late. And that is not a lot of urgency getting over. Get in a defensive stance with your feet set. You're 0 for 2. So you're not going to... Look at Markelle Fultz is coming this way. You're not going to be able to guard him. He is just going to be able to fly this way, and there's nothing you can do. Nothing. That is really sad. Can't do this. You cannot lean towards the screen early. Look at this Thunder player leaning towards the screen. You get beat the other way every time. So this ball screen is set. What is Josh Giddey doing here? Like, the backside help will be coming from right here. Why is Josh Giddey coming back into the paint here? Like, why? Get to the corner. Double trap by the Thunder. Stop. If you're trapping right here, you've got to close this area off right here. This player cannot turn the corner. I mean, this is a really pathetic trap. You turn the corner, it's over. Okay, so the Thunder are in a zone. You already lost. Your zone is cooked. You have 2 people guarding Banchero. This player should be guarding the middle, here, here, here. When 2 people guard one in a zone, just like in man-to-man, that means you're leaving someone in a zone, just like man-to-man. Josh Giddey, and you want to be in the gaps defensively, you got to have your feet set, and you got to be in a defensive stance. Look at Josh Giddey's feet. Not set. You have no, look at this ball's already in the air. You haven't moved. Game over. Not fall asleep on your man. Look at this Thunder player in the corner. You just totally fell asleep. Look at this. Look at this the space. You can't guard the screen when there's this space between you and the player coming off the screen. What is Mike Muscala doing here? The double is here. Why are you standing? You need to be here. Because if this pass gets made, you got to rotate here. And then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes up. But... okay, this is insane. If you are Tre Mann and you're guarding the ball, your only focus can be the ball. Don't be looking for screens. A teammate will tell you if a screen is coming. Look at Tre Mann's eyes. Look at him right here. See him looking for a screen right there? See that? Whoops, now you're going to get beat. What is Tre Mann doing? Stop. What? Get out and guard your man. Like what? You're just standing in no man's land right now. Get out and be ready to guard Banchero or box out Banchero. Something. Like, don't just stand in no man's land like this. Because look, now when Banchero catches the ball, you ready to guard Banchero right now? No, you're just going to be backpedaling. Terrible switch. If you are switching the screen, stop. When this player comes off the screen, you need to be in a defensive stance with your feet set, ready to guard. Okay? That's it. Or it's a bad switch. Look at this. This player's feet aren't set, not ready to guard. Terrible switch. Next possession, please. Hey, if you are Josh Giddey and you want to be in the gaps defensively, you need to be up with your feet set in a defensive stance. Look at Josh Giddey here. Feet aren't set. Your feet are taking you inward. You have no chance now at getting out to Banchero, who can just rip and go. Open jumper. To the nearest body in transition, half-court matchups mean nothing. This is the nearest body. Take Terrence Ross. Stop. This player here is guarding the ball. Don't come to the ball, or you're leaving Terrence Ross. Stop leaning towards a screen. Look at Josh Giddey leaning towards the screen. Whoops, you get beat the other way now. If you're Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and you're switching the screen, you have to be up here in a defensive stance with your feet set, ready to guard. Let's check if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is that. Nope. Look, he's moving his feet uphill. So you're going uphill as this player's going downhill. You have no chance of guarding. Now that throws the defense into rotation, and Paolo Banchero's going to end up being open. Okay, what is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing? Why is there all of this gambling? Gamble there, gamble there. Look at this. What? You're here. Markelle Fultz is here. Who's getting this rebound now?